Hi.
Hello.
Yo.
You've got mail.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Today's episode brought to you by Mystery Oreos. They're gross.
Just to let you know, everyone, if you bought the mystery Oreos
They taste like
at
fruity
a retailer
pebbles
near you,
and vomit.
Return them. Now.
return them. Yes.
The GM warned us,
Or
but we didn't
opening them
listen.
preferably.
Keep your receipts because you will regret everything in your life up to that point of your purchase.
Maybe it's soup.
Well, I don't know if that had anything to do with the Oreos, but...
Oh my. Our dark tiefling over there. The party finds themselves on a beautiful green hill overlooking the Dominion of Glass.
I pushed Pinocchio off a cliff.
The sage Pinocchio just gave you the cure to vampirism, even though you guys got your asses handed to you.
Sorry.
Not
Fuck you,
really.
we almost killed him.
Not really, you almost had him by 12 points. But anyway,
It's even worse.
you all are holding the bottle that is holding the light that will cleanse Soren Markov of his vampirism. All of you may have mixed feelings, all of you may know exactly what you want to do. But here's a funny little thing that's about to happen. Two things, actually. One, as you guys are all standing around looking down at this bottle going, wow, we actually did it, guys. Not sure how, because we lost, but maybe Tommy's just nice. I don't know. Story reason?
Not one of us
Nah.
was thinking that.
Anyway, as you guys are looking down at this bottle admiringly as if it's a newborn babe, there is a thunder of dragons that suddenly appears above the kingdom. You recognize them as the same dragons that was the thunder of dragons that you met 5 days prior. Yes, 5 days prior, because you guys were researching for 5 days in the College of Glass. So, you recognize them, and a part of you wonders, why are you here? But the paternal sides of you guys go, where's Emery?
Emery!
The second thing that happens, as soon as the dragons start circling over the kingdom, is Pinocchio re-stands up, and he turns towards you guys and says, Dark One.
Dun dun dun.
I have a name. You can call me Dark One. It's okay.
Okay. Dark One.
Darkness.
Targeted.
I have a deal for you.
Oh yeah.
I do.
No, veto, no.
You don't even.
No.
You don't even know what it is yet.
It's always bad, and you're always tempted.
I would like.
I'm not the one who's doing it this time. Maybe it's.
I would like for you to bring my father back.
Oh.
Always the daddy.
Always the daddy.
Because it makes the best stories.
Stop.
Oh.
We've had our share of mommy issues in here, too.
Not really. Not really.
Lysander had huge mommy issues. Okay.
Yeah, maybe in another universe at another time. Calm
Yeah.
down, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool your tits.
I had sister issues.
The Jeff and Tommy
Okay,
show.
mudslide.
Yeah.
Chill.
Not the Greyjoy status,
So
hopefully.
if I bring your father back,
Suddenly, Trevor's
What?
nowhere to be found.
Great.
well, I don't even notice because I'm talking to Pinocchio. over
I
here.
stealth.
And Pinocchio's like,
I put in earplugs and I stealth. Said Phobos one day.
That one time.
What do I get in return?
what do you want?
You don't even know.
I mean, where do I start?
Everything.
I would like.
World peace.
I would like power. I want to rule. I want to be immortal.
Well, he walks closer to you, and he puts his hand out, as if he's doing a magical sense all over your handsome albino body. And he says to you, well, you're already immortal, because you apparently took a dip inside of the Fountain of Youth, inside the Cave of Wonders, from what I can tell. And kingdoms is not something that I can control, nor would I want to, because who wants that headache? power, I can do that. Let's give you a bit of a background or a reminder of who this person is. Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Ho-Oh. Pinocchio, the sage, the genieling that many thought that was a weirdo and could seemingly break the rules of magic. It is nice.
We just see Trevor's
Ignore that
alarmed
happen.
face.
I'll be right
Are
back.
you alright?
I'm good.
Did he just fall over?
No, he didn't fall over. Something fell.
You might want to check for those giant spiders knocking shit over in your house again.
Hey, stop that!
Aw.
Me being lazy and reaching for shit instead of actually looking around.
Oh, the lamp fell over.
No, you can't see anything.
This would be the part in the video where, in like the bracket subtexts, it would say inaudible. As he's just talking off screen.
Saying like Trevor fucks around with stuff.
Yeah. Trevor sets up lamp again.
Alright. He has awakened himself, or found the equivalent of genieling enlightenment, because he discovered something that you guys don't understand because you have not found enlightenment in yourselves. But I told you way back when you were first creating your genieling characters that it is the internal struggle inside of every genieling to try to find out how to become a full genie. You guys may not remember that, and that's fine. But that is what I said, and that is part of this game's lore. He succeeded in achieving something like that. So his power surpasses your own, as evidenced by the fact that he just slammed you guys. But also
Whoa.
that
Whoa there.
he was able to just create a cure of vampirism. So keep that in mind as far as where his bounds are, because they are different than yours.
Yes.
Bound.
But he obviously cannot just bring people back from the dead. Can you? You don't know. However, back to the point. The thing that you may want from him may be within his grasp and may not be. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the grand power that you have as a character, that Zoltan has, is similar to him, but not the same.
Not
That's all.
I
equivalent.
understand because Nola's completely different
Exactly.
magic than
Exactly.
a genie. Yeah.
But which is ironic, though, because Noel created genielings and genies. So it's like, dude, I found enlightenment in Noel. I found enlightenment in Noel. No, bro.
No. Well, it actually makes sense that you describe it that way, because why would Nola ever create something as powerful as him?
Yes. There seems to be a cap.
Stupid.
Power.
It's weird, like level 15?
Nobody surpasses 15. But Noel's over here like 20?
Like, bro, I'm over here like level 100. Like, what are you doing?
But this isn't even in my final form.
Oh, man, Marco. I miss you.
Sorry,
I know.
if this was video gaming, like Diablo 2 or something, like, the Noel's level would actually be 255.
Product placement.
By the way, listener, that was the teaser for the next game. Diablo.
Jeff is in no way a fan of said franchise.
What is that?
No.
What is Final
He
Fantasy
hates
VIII?
it. Just
What is life? What is love?
Baby, don't
Don't
hurt
hurt
me.
me.
Thank you.
No. Mo.
No mo.
No.
Okay, so yeah, Diablo's next campaign, go on.
Pinocchio says,
Pinocchio?
what do you want? Power? I can do that. What kind of power? ...
Did he tell me the whole thing about the realization of being a full genie and stuff like that?
You guys were told that before.
Right, okay, so I'm just naturally aware. So,
Yes.
So I can say, oh, in terms of power, how about I reach genie enlightenment such as yourself? Like, can I say that? Because I'm aware of it.
He smiles and puts his hands out and says, I would be happy to do that. You,
He's just
you have to take that ring off
Oh, for the enlightenment?
after you get my dad back.
Oh, of course. So,
If you do that, you will no longer be the Dark One.
right.
It would be transmuting your powers into something more positive.
Mm-hmm.
Can I appear out of nowhere right as he says that?
Yes.
I'd like to appear, and I'm like right fucking next to Zilfin.
Okay.
So I've got a question about that.
Pinocchio looks unfazed. He's like, yeah.
Unstealth.
Yeah, pretty much it. So if he's not going to be the Dark One anymore, is it passing to someone else or just going away?
It is passing to someone else.
Do we know who?
It would be me.
It would be
Well,
Pinocchio.
shit, fuck.
The Dark One always has to exist, but I'm willing to take the mantle if you bring my dad back from the underworld.
No.
Is there something else that you want?
Well, I like the deal. I just don't like you becoming the next Dark One.
I'll do it.
Who would you?
I'll do it.
He actually asked, "Who would you rather?" Be?
I'm literally just like looking at Phobos like, yeah, I think he's a great candidate.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Edbit appears out of nowhere and says, "You know that sponsorship I offered you? Forget it."
I've got a reason. I've got a reason.
What would your reason be, laddie?
If I've got it, somebody evil doesn't.
However, if once upon a time this TV show is anything to go off of, Emma Swan, spoiler, becoming the Dark One doesn't always mean the Dark One's a good or bad guy.
True. All the more reason to give it to me, because I'm not a bad guy.
What does the party think?
I trust you.
Bless you.
Bless you, Jeff.
Well, I think that the party doesn't really matter because it's going to be my choice anyway.
That's fair.
It does matter, though, because the method in which you would get Geppetto back is kind of important.
Oh,
Yeah.
but they don't know that.
Yeah, we do
It's
now.
We really don't.
And
Silton's just looking off screen from you guys, arguing with a DM that
Yeah.
doesn't exist. Well, they don't know that.
I'm just having a conversation.
Know what?
Okay,
I've already
Deadpool.
dismissed him as being
Yeah.
weird as fuck.
Silton's
So
just Deadpool
this
Yeah.
is
in
just
the Disney
business
universe.
as usual
Yeah.
here.
So
Oh,
what, is it going to be like a princess with some type of like pet now? Or,
Newsflash, Deadpool is Disney now.
I thought he was
Yeah.
Fox. I thought he was Fox.
He's Marvel.
So does that mean he gets to make a bunch of like Walt Disney like? Should I even say it?
References?
No.
Okay.
Cracks.
Yeah, I was gonna be like the whole. Well, I can't say it. I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Anyway, so the whole Dark One thing. You know, I'd rather be an enlightened genie and have powers similar to that you've exhibited thus far in the short time that I've known you than have this ring because, to be honest, one thing I'm really not good at is convincing other people to take my deals. So this is kind of useless. And also, I think that Phobos, like, he's like Phobos. It's like, oh, really good candidate for, like, I don't know, accessorizing.
I feel like you should go live in Dreamscape where they prance everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
This just pasty white motherfucker just
Like,
crowns
I
everywhere.
think I think he's a good choice, and also me becoming an enlightened genie and sacrificing the Ring of the Dark One is kind of like it's like a win-lose-lose-win sort of thing between me and Noel. Like, Noel probably hates the fact that I'm not going to be a Dark One, but at the same time, he knows that a new Dark One's going to come up, so I don't think I'm going to be offending him that much. And
If I was to step in and speak for Noel, which I'm not,
Yeah.
he looks up to the sky and he's like, which I'm not saying I know exactly how you
Yeah.
think. He looks
I'm
back,
just-
he looks
I'm
back
just
at you and
pandering a
Like,
guess
I mean,
because you're the god of chaos.
yeah, he looks back at you and says, "I believe that Noel wouldn't much care because as long as he's around, the Dark One will exist. So
Yeah.
as long as you remain a genieling, you're still going to be under his thumb in some
Yeah.
way because he created you."
Well,
As
not
long-
only that, but I'm doing it for him because I'm passing the Dark One thing to someone else who'd be a better Dark One, while at the same time being an enlightened one.
Oh.
An enlightened dark one.
No, I'm going to be an enlightened World of the Agent one because I don't
Oh,
really, yeah.
agent of the world.
Sorry,
That's okay. Okay.
World of the Agents.
he puts,
Agents of the world.
Pinocchio does put a hand up and say, "Now, does the Dark One have the capability to bring back the dead?" I know. I'm not talking about your minions here. I'm talking about.
I actually don't know 100%, but I've seen Noel do some really crazy shit, so it wouldn't surprise me.
So, personally, I know of a portal to the underworld nearby
Oh.
that
Right.
is protected by a monster named Chernobog.
You've heard about the portal.
Heck.
You fucking.
That you could use your magic to not necessarily fight him because he's awful and he's very, very powerful. He even rivals me. I mean, he rivals me.
Damn it.
So you could use a bit of your Dark One magic to try and pull my father's soul out from the underworld, and I don't know how you would do it, frankly, but that's, in my opinion, easiest access.
Do we get a Mrs. O'Leary to ride?
You do not get a Mrs. O'Leary to ride. You do get an Ella to ride.
Damn it.
Underworld, no. Underworld, no.
It's a hell no.
Yes, Trevor.
Diablo game.
Not to be a stickler about, niceties. Don't we need a body if we're gonna bring back his soul?
I don't know.
Might
Well,
wanna plug
if we just need
this.
a vessel, I'm almost certain Noel can do that.
That's fair.
Hey,
But then again, I mean, I'm not sure if this has ever been done before. What am I kidding? It's a Disney campaign. It's been done before. But
It's not
I'm
been
not
done before.
However, if the soul is brought out of the portal, it could be that the body will manifest around the soul as if like magic. But I don't know.
that doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't.
Now, before I shake your hand, we have to make sure that our deal is the most pure and clear deal possible, because Nola is chaotic, as you already know.
Indeed.
And
contingency.
by bringing your father back, it can literally be like bringing a disfigured abomination of a father back. So,
Wherever he died. Or
I
he's
suggest
rotting.
you say, bring my father back in his
Whole and
previous
complete.
and whole state, just as he was before death. I would suggest that wording specifically.
Okay.
And in exchange, I will take off my ring and allow you to unlock my potential as an enlightened being, which I accept taking off my Dark One ring for. Deal?
Beautiful. He very willingly accepts your hand in front of Jenny's face so that she has to back up. And as your hands bind together, there is a very cold chill that runs down your body.
Oh, that feels so good.
And you're just like, orgasm, I won't be having another one of those for a while. Oh, wait, this is from,
Lady!
this is from the deal. Oh, God.
This is from Disney.
Pinocchio says, okay, something shifted.
Giggity.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you pregnant?
Oh, maybe. Oh,
Shifted.
man.
Shifted house though.
No.
Oh.
I think it'd be really weird if he gave birth to his father. Just
Jimmy, are you
Oh,
pregnant?
fuck.
No, not me. He says, okay, Grant, I think the best thing right now... Stop laughing at me. I think the best thing right now is,
You know, that just makes me laugh more.
Don't laugh.
best thing to do right now
Who's to not laugh?
is to not laugh.
Okay,
Listen, this deal is set.
Oh,
So if you don't want to do it right now, and like want to go take care of the whole vampire thing that you fought me for, I understand. But
You know, to be honest, I think being enlightened would really help in my battles to come, so I'd like
Great.
to do this now.
does the party agree?
Yes.
Are we
Do
aware
the
of
whole
all
thing
this
with
going
Soren
on?
give us enough XP for me to get Masterclass before Chernobog.
Actually, we could very easily and quickly turn that in, and then go to the underworld portal.
I
I'm
know
okay
was
with that
like fucking
idea.
meta as hell, but I am
Yeah.
1,500 points away from being a goddamn samurai.
How many points?
1,500.
1,550.
That's funny.
It's really close.
It's driving me crazy.
What?
Say again?
No?
What was that?
It's your guys' choice. They're the fork in the road.
I say
I vote
we turn in the
sorry.
lights.
Pick up the fork.
Oh my god. By the way, you realize that the scientist that you guys for some reason kidnapped and brought up here is not there anymore. He ran off.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Full of bitch.
My pet.
My pet! Oh my god!
I say we turn in the light so that Soren doesn't have like a lapse and start feeding off of people, even though he's inside that bubble. But like, you never know.
Let's not tempt fate,
He's
shall we?
powerful, and yeah, let's not tempt fate. We should just go cure him because that's probably going to be quick. Let him know about the whole Chernobog thing, and he might even want to help. Who knows?
Or at least have some insight for us.
Or you know what? Maybe he's like not as powerful as a vampire, and maybe curing his vampirism is doing him a favor, and then he's gonna go crazy as a non-vampire. Who knows?
Like he's a wizard.
Well, then hopefully Tommy gives us the quest experience first.
If he's nice.
Sorry, what? Huh?
Huh?
And then we deal with Chernobog. That's
you
what I
want me
think.
to do what?
You want me to do what? Okay.
What say everyone?
I say Soren.
Yeah, I say Soren.
California.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Every
Sword
time.
Mark. Oh, did you like the last picture I got for? Yeah, I figured you would.
I love that it was hashtag save the alpha.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be free the alpha, but whatever.
Whatever. I thought Save the Alpha was better.
It was better.
I'm game, y'all. Just in case
Alright.
you need it.
You guys notice that the dragons are in a tighter pack, circling around the castle. It's almost like they are smelling for something.
Also, I have to ask, when you said that they suddenly appeared,
They came out of the cave in which you guys last saw them.
okay, because I was like, did they like just all this like instant transmission Goku style teleport there?
They all flew out in a
Oh,
line.
okay.
It's actually quite beautiful because there are so many colors, including the little baby orange one.
It's like a different shade of orange, even.
From this vantage point, you guys cannot see a humanoid figure that would be Henry.
Aww.
Do you guys go back into the city?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
go
what I
back
would
to the
like to do.
Alpha.
Shopping?
Shopping while Thunder of Dragons is about to get cool.
Shit.
Why not? Maybe the
Let's
guys
get
could be
some
easily
shits.
persuaded to give a discount.
You know, they're on my side, dude. Oh, God!
I believe, who's
And then they're like,
holding the light
this could be
still?
one of two things. Really good or really
The
fucking
light?
bad.
Yeah,
It's Cameron because she
cure
put it in one of
vampirism.
her bottles.
Okay, cool. So, cool. Jinx has got the light.
I should probably write that down, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a key item.
Vampire cure light. Alright.
Dude, how fucked up would it be if I just poured my gold potion all over the cure and just like turned like the cure in the bottle into pure gold, and I was all like, I'm gonna sell it. Nah.
On your way back down the hill, back and curving into the city, you notice that the animals that I told you were covered in different gemstones, like there was unicorns and tortoises and blah 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 that were covered in different pretty gemstones from 2 sessions ago. They're fleeing away from the city in the presence of these dragons above them. They don't know what to do, so they're hurrying away. In the process, you guys kind of have to avoid a pseudo stampede as it goes by you, and you're like, I feel bad, but not really. And you guys re-enter the city without much of a problem, but you were just slowed down by the stampede. As you re-enter the city, things seem relatively normal, but there are a lot of people standing around looking up at the dragons, and you're like,
Wow, dragons!
exactly.
I
Actually, just
can't
push through
believe
everybody like, meh, seen them before.
True. Do you proceed to the castle, or do you shop now?
Oh, castle. I was being facetious.
Castle.
Yeah, castle. Please.
You guys stop at a potion shop. What do you buy? I'm kidding. Go on.
I don't. I steal everything and laugh on the guy's face as I go.
Your horns turn into flowers.
I thought it was my legs.
Those were roots.
Oh, even better.
Then you got a third. Anyway, you guys make it back into the castle, and as soon as you are not back in, you approach the drawbridge, and guards look very tense and like they feel like they look like they want to throw spears or like do stuff, but they have not been given an order to attack. Nobody is throwing anything. Nobody's attacking. Nobody is shouting for commands or anything like that. But everybody looks like
I'm literally just like, calm down, Jesus Christ.
as you approach, they point their spears at you,
Assholes.
and then realize you're not a threat. They go, sorry.
What the? Why are you so on edge? They're acting much differently now, right?
They're a lot more scared. Yeah, they're a lot more
Is the
hyperactive.
dragons,
Yes,
I imagine?
yeah, the
Okay,
dragons.
okay.
They are very worried. Anyway,
The dragons are nice. We've talked to them before. That's what I
they
said.
look at you bewildered, like, oh, yeah, you talk to them.
Dragons are
Wait,
sentient
what?
beings in which can speak multiple languages, and we conversed with them on numerous occasions. They're nice. They mean no harm. Unless if you, like, royally piss on one.
Or like steal their
Piss
children
on
or
one,
something.
huh?
Yes.
Or kill it
Yeah, that'd be pissed.
when I'm trying to make friends with it.
Oh,
I'm over it.
want one.
Bullshit.
Fuck you. I'm just kidding. My
Fuck
friend.
you.
Oh, my friend.
The guards believe you because you said it with such stern knowledge, and they're like, "Oh, well, okay." And they actually look a little bit calmer. They're like, "But are they like going to? Are they here to attack?" Like,
Would you like to know their names?
Sure.
I tell each one of them their names
Dear Lord.
based on what color they are. So that way, if they ever go outside and the dragons ever address them, they know them by name. So hopefully the dragons will go, "Oh, you know of us," and they like.
Whoa.
You know Garnet and Jasper
Yes.
and Amber. You know Topaz. You know Violet. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Where are the dragons in the city, by the way?
They are circling around the castle,
Ah,
like
naturally.
they are smelling or something.
Oh,
Yes.
like as we're about to walk by the guards, they go, "Also, like your spears and your arrows, don't even bother. Your best weapon is using your voice and talking to them instead of fighting."
No.
They're like, but I didn't mean to offend them. It's not like I'm trying.
Well, you will if you point a spear at them.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at Zilton like, who the fuck are you and what'd you do with my weird ass albino friend?
friend who you threatened to kill.
He's
Occasional irritant.
I'm
relatively
going
bad-
through what some would call a
he's
change.
a dynamic character, guys. This is a trope popular in every
In Pfleglisms.
Well, the vampire.
You guys make your way back into the castle, and Cinderella and Thomas are pacing back and forth, eagerly waiting for something that you're not quite sure.
Oh, no.
And when you make your way to them, they look at you, totally relieved and shocked, and also very quickly irritated. And they go, "What took you so long?"
We had to research.
I look him dead in the eye and go, science.
all the other shit in these kingdoms. I don't know, actually. I took a break, but I'm here now.
5 days ago, we were unaware that there was even a cure for vampirism,
Is there one?
and now we come back with a cure for vampirism.
But we're not going to share it.
They look bewildered. Like they had given up hope, but were still stupidly hoping.
Jinxa, would you like to take this one over? My bunnyling friend.
Knowing her character, she would not even stop for this conversation. She would just be making her way up the stairs.
Yep.
Like, oh look, a king and queen. Fuck y'all.
No.
I keep going. Like I'm
have a
gonna
job
get
to
my
execute.
experience. The royal couple follow you upstairs as you are making your way behind Jinx's booty up the stairs to Soren. Are you all ready?
So if I'm like 3 steps lower than Jinx,
I
are we the
hope
same
we're
height?
ready.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. One step lower and you'd be looking right at the cheeks. All right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, you guys enter the hallway, the landing, if you will, that you stood upon when you were first talking to Soren Markov while you were deciding whether or not to trust him or to help him. As you guys ascended the stairs and are back on that landing, you turn right, and there's the doorway, and there's the bubble, and there is Soren Markov, and he looks like a sunken old man.
Oh,
There is wrinkles, there is depravity, there is desperation, but also a great loss of energy in him. It's kind of sad, but also a little frightening.
I tell the king and queen to send a servant to prepare a meal for our friend.
The royal couple look at each other, and they look back at you and they say, "You're really that confident that this will work?"
Yes.
Where'd you get the cure from?
A
Your
person
mother.
that can make wishes come true.
A reliable
If anybody
source.
sings "When You Wish Upon a Star," I'm leaving.
Yeah.
If
When
If when
Star.
star
suppose
you are.
it's a small world after all.
A dream.
No, anything but that.
Your heart makes. Alright,
When
now
you're
anything but that.
fast asleep.
Both of them accept their explanation gracefully, and both of them, at the same time, because typically they'd be like, one stays here to observe, one goes off. Both of them kind of turn with such like delirious relief that they leave. Both of you, or not all, both of you, all four of you. Five of you.
Convenience.
Sorry, Luna. They leave you in the hallway in their castle. Hey, look, muffins. They're healthy muffins. And you are left alone with Soren Markov.
Thank you.
What do you all do?
I give him the cure.
There's a bubble in the way.
We can walk through.
Ooh.
Wait, fine. Is there anything in the bubble other than
The
him?
entire room that he has been resting in, sleeping in, reading in, etc.
Okay.
I don't think we've had problems crossing the bubble before.
You have to pop it in order for anybody to go in or out. But as
But
soon
we
as
just
it is
couldn't
popped,
pop
Oh,
it,
that's fine,
or
that's fine.
you have to intend to do so.
yeah, it is intent to pop.
Mm.
But like, Trevor can like beat his head against it all day long. He's like bouncy.
I like how I'm the one who would hit my head on it, not Phobos. Trevor.
I'm just gonna say, hey, before he popped the bubble, since he's in a really desperate state, he might attack.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that he knows that we have the cure for vampirism.
So,
And
Oh,
that food is
absolutely.
on
Got
the
the
way.
cure for vampirism.
I have a question. If I were to like hypothetically set the vial with the cure right up against the bubble and kind of like push it up against it, not saying to push through, but have him reach through and grab it.
No.
Does
He
that
wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, he cannot
Can't
leave
get
the
through.
bubble. He
Mhm.
willingly cast it around himself.
Okay. Then question number 2: is there anything inside of the room that he could use to restrain himself?
Knowing the strength of vampires, you guys do not trust the bed sheets or chairs or anything like that to hold him back, but there's no like chains or anything like that. No.
Shit, I wouldn't even trust chains to hold him back.
So, I'm just gonna leave this here. We're gonna go upstairs. You just take that. What?
Use Vine Trap.
Vine trap. But
Have him walk into your Vine Trap that you set up on the other side of the bubble.
if he doesn't walk into it though.
Or like, we'll go give him the cure until he does.
You set it off inside of the bubble? Maybe?
Yeah, it's worth a try.
You can only set it off around yourself, right?
It's a sustained
No,
around
it's a
yourself.
sustained.
No,
And
Sorry, there was a fly.
it
within
traps,
20 feet.
It traps oncoming targets, so you can just like activate it and then tell Soren to walk towards you, and then it'll trap him.
Okay, I do that.
So we just leave her right in the way.
With the 7.
You place the vine trap in front of the bubble. Yes? That was the point?
No.
No, like we
Inside the
want
bubble.
it to be able to trap them.
Oh, inside of the
Inside
room.
the bubble.
I see.
So somewhere in front of him where his ass is gonna walk into it would be great.
You rolled a 7.
Yes. But I've got 21 magics.
This is
I
after
will
we...
say that it passes through.
And, of course, we explain, we have the cure. This is what you need to do.
He looks down at it and he says, "It might." It's getting harder to talk. In my current state, that could kill me.
Oh,
Alright.
Can I try to heal you?
I'm dead.
I don't believe that will actually benefit me.
you know, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt on this one. Pop the bubble.
Yeah. Alright. Jinxer hops up with the vial, pops the bubble, hops in, hands it to him quickly, and backs away.
Yes,
My
Trevor.
stealth.
Your stealth.
Doesn't she have to like administer it?
Jinxa has to give me a d20 on every step. The popping,
Damn it.
the giving, the hopping back.
I don't know how. Oh, okay. I don't know how far in he is. I don't know how many hops she needs. Alright.
The pop first.
That was kind of like a.
It's all I need, just the intent, because all that you need is like. So all you just need to do is like look at it sharply and it will pop.
9 and 7.
All right. Are you all ready? I said it so many times this time.
You're making me really nervous. I thought we were just gonna cure this dude.
I know, it's weird because it's almost like Endgame.
It's almost like a twist.
God damn you.
As you pop the bubble,
Don't tell me what to do.
and there's this massive like release of air, and you're like, ew.
Oh, he's been farting a lot.
But
It was never able to escape because technically the molecules of the fart are part of him. So he's just been stinking up the place, and it just smells
It's just
foul.
Oh!
I know that feel.
dude, I know you're undead,
Imagine
but
how
you
bad,
smell like
farting
death.
is for us.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're undead.
It's literally
Cameron's like
it's
strangling
literally
on
a
laughter.
fucking fart bubble.
We're just like all chilling next to him like this.
Open the windows, let this room air out. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god. Alright.
And at this point, I imagine like the chambermaid like walking in with the meal and going, oh, and like dropping everything and running out.
Okay. The bubble pops. The blast of air, you're just like. And then Jinxa hops forward going, this is against my better judgment, and covers your muzzle. As you hand him the potion, there is a shattering of glass.
Oh.
No.
Well, the light might just be like reacting to the.
Is it a battle?
Behind you,
Great.
Wait, what happens behind her?
a shattering of glass.
Oh, I thought it was the violet she was.
That's what I paused to make you guys think that. I'm trying to go super slow in the cinematic, so it's like
Got it.
she's handing it, and you guys are like, and as he's like reaching out to like almost touch it, there's a shattering, and you're just like, huh? And then there's a shattering behind you. Whoever turns to see what happens,
I turn.
there is a broken window. You guys are up on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
A person has entered the castle.
If it's fucking... Don't say it, Tommy.
Who? Who are you thinking it is?
I fucking forgot his name.
Oh, okay.
Luna's brother.
Oh,
Noah.
Noah? It is not Noah.
Oh, thank Christ.
It is
I
not
wasn't thinking
Noah.
of
I was saying, yeah, it's either because the only other characters that we really know that would be really pivotal in this scene would be like Noah or Charming or maybe the king and queen of this region.
They go downstairs and just crash through the fucking window. Surprise!
They're really dramatic.
Yeah, they're very
Oh, we can
dramatic.
afford to replace it.
Oh my god. We wanted to use the stairs, but it stinks like farts down there, so we wanted to come through the window, maybe to
Doesn't
get
it
past
rise, though?
The farts were so
breeze.
stinky that they didn't even rise. Like the fart,
Cameron can't handle this.
the gaseousness actually sank because it was so heavy with stench. It just rolled down the stairs.
They were
No.
trying to save
I
us
just
from the
imagine
gas
like
by opening up
Thomas
the
over
window.
by the window, just kind of chilling, and he goes, "Nah, can't take it." Trying to get
So as soon as they burst through the window, they're like, "Holy fuck, who farted?" We hear a shattering of glass and a loud exclamation of
This is
someone being grossed out.
so immature, but alright.
Jeff,
So-
Jeff,
What?
please call this session like flatulent royalty or something.
It's not the royal couple.
Is it charming?
No. Let me talk. Let me talk. The person,
Simba?
the person who just crashed through the window
Aladdin.
rises back to his feet.
Oh,
Thank you.
They are tall,
spoiler.
about 6 foot tall,
Oh
about
gosh.
double your height. Jinxa.
Great.
They are covered in rainbow scales, have a long tail,
Emery!
and quite large wings. Their head has a half mask covering from nose all the way back around the skull, so the mouth is exposed, and their mouth is elongated to a muzzle. There are glowing simulations of eyes peering through the black mask. So, like, imagine almost like an electronic screen that's on the outside of the mask. It's like a dome thing, and the eyes are white.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the impression that he can see through the mask, even though there are no eye holes.
Mm.
He is holding a... I meant to ask you a question before this started.
You can ask me
You
now.
may want to edit this out. But
No, that's fine.
Oh my god.
his class is dependent on this. So...
Oh.
I'm
Just
sorry.
ask me what
I'm
is
sorry, guys, hold on.
it's the type of weapon. I could just name all the weapons if you want to do it that way.
Pause for commercial
My
break.
question is that
Commander weapon?
considering the fact that he is holding a two-handed weapon in a single hand,
Okay.
does he still receive the one-handed sword mastery bonus?
No.
Okay. So he is currently holding a very long falchion and also a buckler on his left hand.
Okay.
He is looking past all of you directly at Soren.
Actually, I'm sorry. They would get that bonus.
He is holding a bastard sword.
My apologies. My apologies.
God.
Oh, it just changes the weapon damage still.
Right in this game you invented. God.
Because he also has Way of the Wanderer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
that's so cute. That's so cute. Anyway, Emery has just entered the scene. What do you all do?
Where's his Keyblade?
I remain stealth.
Say hey, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm literally just like, I turn around and go like, you have really bad timing.
You look so grown up.
Because Jinx is kind of focused on this right now, she's going to ignore that
You are going
sound.
to ignore your own son.
No.
I'm kidding. You don't know it's your son yet because you haven't turned around. Go on.
She has great hearing. She can listen, and she's probably like, oh, well, the others will deal with it for now. This is important because if I take my eyes off you, you might bite me in the frickin' neck.
Right.
So she pretty much just hands it and, like, pleadingly says, drink this now, with her eyes. Like, urgently, let's go.
I said, fuck that shit. Just pour it down his neck.
Splash in his face.
He takes the bottle
Oh.
and is holding your paw in it. Not clamping, but like as you're transferring it.
Yeah.
He's like taking half of it and half your paw. And his eyes are caught on Emery, and he doesn't move.
Creeper, no
She
creeping.
kind of, like,
Pushes harder.
pushes his up towards his mouth. Let's go. Come on.
He maintains the same position. Emery, meanwhile, is walking forward towards you guys in an aggressive stance.
Oh no.
Can I talk to
Since-
people while stealth?
No,
Good thing I didn't
unless
get
you want to
tamed.
unlock
Yeah.
or undo stealth.
It reveals you.
Since this guy is
I'll wait.
frozen in his position,
Uh-huh.
Jinx is going to just she's not going to look away, but she's going to call out to whatever's going on. I don't know what's going on, but everybody get the situation in hand because this needs to happen now.
He's funny.
20.
Fantastic.
Woo!
You,
What a hell of a 20.
You therefore, as a bard, also motivate these MFers to do something. So, all of you need to decide what you're going to do now.
I don't want to attack Emery.
So then, what are you going to do?
Back the fuck up, son.
Block him, get in the way.
19
do
for backing the fuck
something.
up. I did have
You command him to back up?
no me.
Isn't your trap
Oh.
still on the ground
Yeah, my
too?
trap is still on the ground, but I don't do anything with them. They just stay there. I mean, I
Can
can
I
lay in
appear
the
out
one,
of stealth directly in Emery's way?
but
You want to stealth directly in his way?
I want to unstealth
I see.
right in his way.
Yes, you can.
I do that and I just say, boy, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to wait.
Okay. Soren Markov takes the bottle out of your hand, uncaps it, looks at the light, looks back at Emery.
What's his beef with fucking
And then
Emery?
drinks it.
Jesus Christ.
As the light descends out of the bottle into his mouth, it is instantaneous. There is light coming out of every cavity and there is a tanness that comes over his skin. He rises to a taller stance. His hair becomes less glossy white and more of a
Standard.
dim color, like a really pale blonde.
Old man white.
like a really pale blonde or an old man white.
She's doing like the Beauty and the Beast thing, like the fingertip.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like,
He has
like-
piercing blue eyes instead of red. He looks like a very handsome man. No older or younger than when you guys first met him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who, well, back then he was no older than 40. Okay? And no younger than 30.
So you can say it's between 30 and 40.
30's old, man.
That was really funny.
You guys observe Soren Markov transforming into a human. Or rather, I
Cool,
should
kill
say, you don't know what kind of race he is. Because he was the Archon of vampirism. He never was a race to begin with. His race was vampire. So, to be honest with you, I don't even know what I would make him.
You'd be a stripped vampire.
He is a race all of his own.
He was a vampire lean.
He could be immortal. He could not be. He could die tomorrow. But all you know is that you cured him. And as a result,
He could die now! And I
Go us.
you receive 0 XP right now because you still have Emery to deal with.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
At this point,
You're like, good.
Oh,
finally,
like Phobos is just holding up, just like, wait till your mother gets here.
turns around, sees Emery, gets kind of a surprised look, and then like bounces over.
I'm approaching Soren right now. Just let you know.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm still against the wall.
Emery,
I was just gonna say.
Like,
He's making his own theme music. I'm so glad I was unconscious through this.
and she looks up at Emery. You grew taller. What happened?
The
What are you
eyes,
doing?
the eyes inside of the mask turn purple. The masked face looks down at you,
Mama.
and Violet's voice comes out and says, "We are here to destroy my mate's killer."
Mm.
There was a lot of dragon killers out there. Why do you have to go after this particular one?
Because he is still alive.
because the story dictates that it must happen while we're here. What?
Plot elements. Trevor.
It is true that this form of the rainbow dragon is not perfect. But without silver and without onyx, we cannot become our full size. But as I said, your son is malleable.
So, in order to avenge your mate, you're taking over my son.
He volunteered.
I'm poking holes in your logic right now. You're taking two
The
lives
dragons, they
just to
didn't
avenge
need
one.
logic.
What, Trevor?
So the dragons, they didn't need logic. They just do what they want.
Yeah, evidently.
I am not taking your son's life. I can relinquish him whenever I want. We all can.
I don't believe
You
it.
just took away all this man's power. He's not a threat anymore.
Then he will be that much easier to kill.
Why does it matter?
What's
It doesn't do
wrong?
anything once you kill him.
Call it pride. Call it revenge. I don't care.
Technically, the man who did the killing ain't around anymore.
Technically.
The mask turns up and looks at Soren and she says, I beg to differ.
For all you know, he doesn't even remember killing him.
Soren has the right sense of mind
To not
to
admit
not
to it right
respond.
then. Hell, swear to God.
Oh, so it was my cord that came out. Thanks, Luke.
Did your
I was
computer
wondering
die?
what- Yeah. A cord got ripped out earlier this morning, and I could not figure out which cord it was, and it was my charge cord. Anyway, moving on.
That's why I put the computer in the bookcase.
Logic.
Oh, sorry. It's a fart bubble, okay?
It's alright.
Sorry. Sorry. It's not like you heard it.
Emery takes
I
a step.
totally heard it. Are you kidding me?
Emery takes a step forward and says, "This is happening, so just come to peace with it."
Really? Really?
You've quoted it like
Cleveland.
7 times throughout this
Just come to
campaign.
peace with
Yes.
Keep that in the video. It's fine. Audible farts.
Oh, I wrote it down as Pinocchio, right? That's what I did. Okay,
Pinocchio.
so I don't have that anymore.
Spoiler alert. This is a choice.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Really.
So this is gonna be probably a difficult role, but I'm going to have Jinxa, since Violet's controlling Emery right now. I would imagine reaction time is a little bit delayed, just a little bit.
I cannot say yes or no.
Okay, well, in any case, Jinx is going to make a grab for the weapon and just try to yank it out of his hands as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Hey, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help with that since I actually have the disarm ability?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
On an attack.
for a missed
It's an
attack,
attack on me, I know.
but I suppose so. Yes.
Alright. I would like to assist.
17.
17. What's your dex?
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your
My
daddy?
dex is 11.
Not you.
16 with a dex of 10.
Fantastic, guys. You succeed.
I'm taking this sword right now.
Awesome. The bastard sword is, like, quite literally kicked out of his hand, and then one of you catches it. So whoever kicks it to the other person, you're just like, cool.
So I'll kick it.
I'll kick it to Jinxa.
Alright.
Both of you just start kicking it back and forth between each other. Like, weird how we keep missing the blade.
Just throw it out the window.
It's Hacky Sword.
Yeah.
Hacky sword.
Hacky sword, Jesus.
Alright.
Extreme sports.
Emery flaps backwards, and you guys even feel a bit of a buffet from the winds because he has gotten very strong, and the Keyblade is summoned into his hand instead.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The thing I'm telling Soren right now is imperative. Like,
What
Okay.
do you say to Soren?
Get the fuck out.
I ask Soren if he trusts me.
Soren looks at you and says, "You in particular?"
Trusts our party's intent.
Oh yeah.
I
I mean, look at what you did.
There's a window right there. I need you to jump out of it.
Oh.
We are 3 stories up. I am not a vampire anymore.
I know, but you also have an item that I believe will protect you from the fall, if I'm not mistaken.
He looks down at his chest at the Amulet of Blackwood, and he's like, "Oh."
And also, I'm planning on jumping myself because I'm going to try and summon one of my minions down below and teleport down there. And if need be,
This is like some Dishonored shit.
if need be,
Leap, blink, cool.
yeah, if need be, I will have a golem catch you.
I do have a tablecloth. That can
Just
be
imagine
fixed
this
to
giant
some
rocket
sort
golem
of
going,
parachute.
and then he hits the hands and just splatters.
It's like that Big Bang Theory point of like Superman catching Lois Lane into
Spider
like
into 3
segmented into 3
pieces.
pieces.
And then I tell him, and quite honestly, if you are not aware, I don't think anyone in my party is willing to destroy the dragon named Emery that just came in and wants to kill you.
But we don't want to sacrifice him either, so.
He looks back at Emery. He doesn't know who Emery is. Just pointing it out.
I'm
He
just
does not know who this is.
That's
but
the rainbow scaled.
he sees the rainbow scales, and he's like, "Fuck shit."
I think
I know what
my
that
plan
is.
is the only way that's gonna have both parties alive at the end.
I agree.
I want you alive, and I want Emery alive.
He does point out that they will hunt him down.
I think it's a pride thing, is what I overheard. Emery has to be the one to kill you, I think. So I'm going off of that.
And so at least gives you a head start to get out of here and, run off.
He looks back at Emery, sees that he's distracted with the whole Keyblade summoning and the bastard sword kicking, and he's like, "Okay." And he's taking a few sidling steps to the right towards the window, and he's like, "Are you good at summoning your minions?"
I'm quite good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Are
Also-
you sure? Because I keep hearing that you roll 2s.
I could possibly cast healing shit down there at you if I had to. It would.
It's true. It's
you know,
true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Heel's foot.
Sorry, Heel's foot.
I don't know if I can cast 3 stories up.
I was gonna say, hey, let me go first. If that makes you feel better.
So land on top of him and keep.
Basically.
Can I,
If your amulet of Blackwind doesn't save you, try to aim for my golem that I'm gonna have ready for you.
can I enchant this tablecloth that I have to make it a parachute?
Or a flying carpet.
You have mental prowess. You can use telekinesis and make it one. He accepts your offer to go first.
Count 5.
I look over the window and I summon Shambles at the bottom. 8, not 2. And then I use Death's Vessel to take his place after blowing him up, right? I blow him up first.
Here's hoping there's no innocent bystanders down there. Oh, look, a skeleton. Oh, God!
I said the skeleton just blew up in front of me.
You are going to be teleporting onto a bit of a ridge that is descending down into the Great Lake.
That's fine. I blow him up. Lol. Spell burst. Okay. And then I teleport where he was. 11. I'm successful. And as soon as I appear at the bottom, instantaneously, I summon an earth golem, because I imagine it's very earthy down there,
Has he jumped yet?
with a 17.
No.
And I tell my golem, catch what might fall.
I'll
Whatever falls.
throw out the mental prowess at him.
Yeah. Come do your mental prowess thing. Cool.
Yes.
I'll do it after he jumps, y'all.
Yeah.
As you are doing your whole shindig, it gives enough time for Emery to recover, to look back into the room. Violet, I should say Violet from now on.
Yeah.
For Violet to look into the room, see that Soren is no longer within eye shot, because he did this number,
Decidedly away.
and that you were also gone.
Yeah.
She smells trickery.
Trickery is afoot.
Hey, wait a minute.
And she casts fly. It casts, I guess, he's up.
They have the ability to fly.
And then he uses dive bomb into the room.
Oh,
Isn't that great?
Ooh,
No.
Violet.
Violet.
that's not
Oh.
good. Can I ask a question? Is this a good time? It's not just
Nope, that just was a question.
They dive bomb into
Yeah, I usually hate when people do that, by the way.
into the room,
The worst.
and it just barely misses Soren. Ask your question.
Okay, sorry. I usually don't do that. It's annoying.
Go ahead. It's okay.
Like people text you. Can I ask a question? Oh my god.
Just ask it.
That's a good
Out with it,
question.
okay?
Just
I
ask
purposely
it.
don't respond to people, so the second one comes in whenever. Anyway, do I have one mental prowess, or can I just keep using it? Like, what if I wanted to do some telepathy and some telekinesis?
It would be my discretion. So if you wanted to use telekinesis right now to make a parachute, I would ask for you to give me a d20 right out the gate to see if you would even be able to do it.
I don't.
Okay.
I
What would you like to
want
do first?
to wait for him to jump before I cast
Of
it
course.
on him.
So as Soren is missed and the Keyblade chings off of his plate mail, yes, he has plate mail, and Emery misses, Violet misses. I need to stop saying that. Violet misses. Soren's like, ha, and he runs. He runs over to the window and he's like, okay, I'm gonna die from this if I'm not a vampire anymore. And Soren leaps out of the window.
Cast mental prowess on him! Nice!
Guys,
Oh my God.
Pentagon and vampires.
21 magic, motherfuckers!
That's a 40. Woo!
Motherfucker!
I'm gonna be a bit of an asshole. You specified... No, it's fine. Everything's fine. You specified I use mental prowess on him, not the tablecloth. So
Yeah,
he...
no, it's not the tablecloth, it's
okay,
him.
okay. He
I
is
want him to,
currently
like,
going...
float down to the bottom. And then I lower him, yes, to the ground. Yes, better idea than the fucking tablecloth.
Slowly
Okay.
descending down
I'm
there.
still falling.
You know what I was thinking? How funny it would be if that failed, and then my character was all like, I was gonna let him fall to his death.
But you're an asshole.
I know, it would just be really funny.
Soren leaps.
Yeah.
Is elevated down slowly. The golem goes, that was easy.
Gorg?
And lets him down.
It's gore.
Now's the
Can
problem.
marvel at the fact for a second that we literally got this guy out of the fight because we made him sore.
I was thinking
He
that
made
too.
him soar into Golem's arms.
It's funny because it's true.
Too bad the golem's name
It's
isn't.
funny because that's his
Funny because
name.
he jumped that window.
I think it'd be funny if the golem's name was California, because then he'd be soaring into California.
And he was actually over California at one point. In fact, just for this scenario, I named this one in particular golem California.
Fantastic. Can you please name the episode Soaring into California?
No, it'd be soaring over
You
California.
would be over him.
Because he was over him at one point, you know.
All right. Now begs the question, how do you guys handle Violet? Because now she knows where he went.
Well, I mean, that's...
I was going to say, he's out of the picture, so it's up to you three. And Luna. Luna, what do you do?
Can I have another move or am I moved out
Yeah.
for that? I want to try and read Emery's mind because I have telepathy and see if he's actually doing this of his own free will.
Oh.
Which I should have done fucking forever ago.
20!
Jesus, woman.
It penetrates through all of the protective barriers that the dragons put into that
I should
helmet.
have done that 10 minutes ago.
Oh, so it's the helmet. Alright.
Why don't you read his mind first?
The helmet is what causes them to control him.
Need to hit you.
It is
Ah.
borderline Red Riding Hood shit because it's almost electronics.
Destroyed it.
It's
Destroyed
almost
it.
technology, but it's magic, so it's something like unheard of with you guys. So it's almost like compacted mental prowess hosted by all the other dragons. It's really weird to you guys, but you analyze it perfectly and you're just like, this is really strange, but also really beautiful, but also really scary. What do you do with this logic? Oh, and Emery also is terrified.
Oh.
So we need to destroy the damn thing. That's what I'm taking
Mostly,
away from this.
not because he disagrees with trying to kill Soren Markov. He is terrified that Violet's going to hurt his mom.
Yeah,
Oh.
I figured.
I thought he was just straight up terrified of his mom.
That too.
Could you imagine my mom, by the way, telling me if I was like in Emery's position, be like, you gotta fight him? I'd be like, fuck no. I don't care how many dragons there are.
So I relay this to the party and I share that we should probably focus on the helmet.
Okay.
Cool, can I stealth again?
Destroying that.
Yes, Trevor, you can stealth again.
Cool, I stealth again.
You stealth again successfully.
Hooray.
And also apologize
I go try and
for
take
not
the helmet
trying
off
that
his head if
earlier.
it's my turn.
Sorry. There's a lot going on. I
Do
want
I
this
still
guy
have,
to die.
some actions to do in my turn, Tommy?
Let me have Jinxa go first, because I'm really curious as to what she's going to do, plus she has higher dex.
I have to pee.
Then go pee, god damn it.
Is he on the ground now?
He is a little bit like bent over because he
These are
struck
so
and he
warm.
missed, but then as Soren ran out the window, he stood back up. So his back is to you.
Okay.
His wings, butt, and tail are to you.
I'm going to charge and basically run up his back to the head and grab the helmet.
Smack that.
Yeah.
I had to update the MP of all this shit that I just did.
I don't know if
It
I
was
could.
beautifully executed.
I don't know if this is a minor or not, but can I throw like an extra, like she smacks the helmet to make everything like ring first, and then tries to
I like
yank
that.
it?
With the shield? Are you doing like a shield bash?
Let's
on
find
it?
out how well your movement is
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
dex check of running up his back and grabbing.
Okay. Not very well.
Your entire turn will be running up his back and grabbing onto his head.
Okay.
That will be your entire turn.
Okay.
Trevor,
That's
How tall is
fair.
Emery?
he's 6 foot.
So
Alright,
literally
so-
twice my height.
Shorter than me. Ha ha ha.
Yes, he is.
And Phobos, because Phobos is the same height as me. I want to do the exact same thing that Jinxa was doing.
You
But since
run
I'm
up his
stealth, I
back and
literally just
land
want to
on
go
his
behind
head.
him and go pop the helmet off.
What just happened?
I'm actually on his head right now, so I don't know if I'm in
Just
the
grab
way.
onto you as you grab the helmet, lift off both.
Yeah, there you go. That works. I'm only
I just-
44 pounds.
I just had this image of a 6'3" tiefling watching the bunnyling run up, leap, grab onto his helmet, and he's like, I should do that too.
I also run up.
Just imagine like Groot basically
Fortunately,
doing
he has
that.
a relatively high cunning score.
That's a
Are
good
you
idea.
sure?
Considering it's my highest stat, I hope so.
I have a hard time picturing tieflings, so I just imagine him as Groot.
Fucking hell, what?
Just think like a half human, half demon, like
Okay.
some like supernatural looking shit.
But
with
when I
horns.
hear
Wait,
tiefling, for some reason,
I'll send a thing to the
reminds
group
me of
chat,
a
a
tree.
picture that Katie drew of Phobos, one sec.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Tommy, I literally just want to go up and go, pop, pull the helmet off.
Okay.
Also, Katie's tiefling version of Squall she animated, and I don't know if you saw that, but that was
I
also a
think
very
so.
accurate depiction of what a tiefling would look like.
Okay.
Go for it, Trevor.
What am I rolling?
Dicks.
Yeah.
You're rolling dicks.
Rolling dicks. That is a 12 plus 10.
Yep.
It's better than mine.
Cool. Then yeah, I just go up and pull the helmet off.
Well, I'm attached to it, so I guess I'm going.
Yeah, I get a bunny ling along for the ride, whatever. And keep in mind, I'm stealth right now, so I'm invisible, so literally this unseen force went and plucked you and this helmet off of your weird dragon son's head.
I'm just flying now.
Just like, what the shit?
With how unbelievably low the roll that I had was, and how average the D6s was, and considering his defense, you get through, and you have a grip. Now give me the strength check to lift a bunnyling off with the helmet.
I'm only 45 pounds.
Shouldn't she just let go?
Oh my god, yes, motherfucker!
I'm the equivalent of Cody.
I just rolled a 19,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
and I have
also,
eight.
you have your reroll left too.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
You grab, lift, and then throw, and you're like, sorry. Jasa, you land on the bed that Soren used to sleep in. You're like, smells like farts. And you're holding the black helmet. As you look back at your son, he...
That's the picture.
I got it.
He is no longer rainbow in color, but rather
He
poo
is
brown.
he is still rainbow in color. And he is still, like, glistening. But his expression is a little bit more sunken because that helmet gave him a little bit more of, like, a dome head look.
Yeah.
And so his head looks slightly smaller. He still has the childish look of, like, bewilderment. Like, huh? But he is obviously in the body of an 18-year-old.
So
Okay.
he hates everything and listens to Fall Out Boy, gotcha.
No, man, 3 days grace.
Okay, that's fair.
He
Pain.
looks bewildered, which slowly mixes with emotional, which quickly melds into relief and happiness. Mummy. He runs over, picks you up, throws the helmet against the wall. It does not break. Sad. And he
I will take it.
And he holds you. And you feel like this strange twist of like... Where are you going? You feel this strange twist of roles because you used to hold him back when he was like a foot long. Now
You know,
he's
like
holding
2 days ago.
back when now he's holding you, who is half of his height. It's a little bit of a weird twist, but
Weird twist.
yes, Jenny, bread twists, fantastic. We didn't offer those to you. But yes, you can have one.
I offered him.
Oh,
was
you
gonna
did?
say.
I'm so sorry. I didn't actually catch the point when she offered it. I'm sorry. That was meant to be a joke.
I see.
YouTube, that was meant to be a joke. Like the video if you agree. Shit, no one's gonna
Okay,
like the
then
video.
give me one. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry.
What a bread twist.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's
You know,
a round table in Tahoe.
What's
That's
actually
you.
best for the the channel is actually like if you agree, share if you disagree, comment if you if you
Or ambivalent.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Male version of Ember.
Subscribe if you want everybody to stop fighting.
yeah.
So
All
just
right.
green.
Speaking
instead.
of not fighting, while they're doing their hug thing, I immediately go and grab the helmet and hold onto it.
You grab onto the dragon helmet.
Destroy it. Cast it into the fire.
Eh.
My lords and ladies,
You should equip it. It's probably really, really powerful.
Yeah, I thought that.
Emery says to all of you a very shaky thank you. The Keyblade is unsummoned.
Oh.
And he has dropped his mother onto the bed, and he walks away, and he's like, I don't know if I made the right choice. His voice is deeper. I don't know if I made the right choice on whether or not to be with them, but they taught me a lot. I'm a fencer now. I'm masterclass. Why are you guys so slow?
Aww.
That's what happens when you leave them at the daycare. They evolve faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, he needs to be killed.
No.
He says to all of you, I don't know what to do or where to go, but they...
You want to help us fight a giant demon in the underworld?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That'd be great.
I like it.
Wait. And he perks an ear up towards the window. He also says, this room smells, guys, by the way. And he listens for the thunder of dragons outside. And something that you guys don't hear, that he does, he's like, they're leaving.
Where are they going?
It means they're leaving you. Ooh.
Aww.
Question.
He's so torn.
That portal of the underworld you were talking about, isn't it through the cave where the dragons are roosting?
Yep.
Damn it.
That's
Well,
fine.
fuck.
But Emery also says to you, I don't think they're all going in one direction. I
Sounds like a
think
crappy band.
I think that they're... I feel like they're all kind of like disbanding. Crap. I don't know if I did the right thing.
New secret boss
Gotta
battle.
make choices
A battle
for
with
people.
Emery.
The thunder of dragons. Just all of them on top of each other. Fight all of them. Topaz, I'm sorry. It's okay. Ow!
And Jinx is trying to comfort Emery, saying, oh, you can't change the past. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
And you can't change the ideas of other people. You can't affect their choices.
Excuse me.
You can't control them. They don't make their own decisions.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone in the party takes an astounding 5,000 experience.
What?
Holy
Ooh.
Oh,
balls.
fucking Luya!
Cat, what? Why?
This
No
is
question, it's a taken.
this is part 1 of Endgame.
No, why?
Oh my god.
Already?
I have ascended to
I'm
Blood
not
Mage.
ready.
I'm
I'm terrified. I was a blood mage for like one session.
look how ridiculously close I am.
5 experiences.
I'm gonna give a couple bonuses.
Oh.
To Jinxa for persisting with the whole Sora Markov bit and also refusing to strike her son. You're gonna receive another...
We'll strike you down.
10,000.
No. Take another 500.
Okay.
And then this guy for coming up with a beautiful plan for Sora escaping. Take another 500.
Thank you.
Katie, you're not here. Trevor,
I'm here.
you are here. Take another 300.
Woohoo!
And then Jenny,
Yeah.
take another 300 for your mental prowess, beauty.
It was so cool.
It was actually awesome. I was so happy that I wasn't like solely responsible for saving Sora, and then he started like floating down, and I was like, oh, thank God.
No, I'm
Oh my God.
really interested in using the random shit in my inventory.
What's after 37,000 for
Plus,
the
also, I
46,000.
keep forgetting that
46?
I have a
40,
mental
yeah,
line.
double check. Yeah, 46
Okay.
for level 12.
Gracias.
Simply mental. I don't want endgame.
Hey guys.
I'm
Hey,
not ready.
hey guys. I'm a fucking samurai.
I want to be samurai next game. Don't copy me.
Trevor and I were playing Destiny the other day.
Copy.
He told me, dude,
I
if you
wanted
end
to,
the game
you know
before I
that.
become Master Class, I will drive down your house and kill you, or something like that. And I'm like,
Something along those lines. I think I threatened to shit in your bed or something, but then I remembered it was Cameron's too.
That's really gross.
It was weird.
It's my favorite place in the world.
it was late at
Really
night.
It was. I wasn't sleeping. I still
We were
don't.
playing Iron Banner.
I cannot. Oh my god, dude. I was so salty. I didn't realize that the season was only a fucking week. So it ended, and I had 9 out of the 10 packages.
Yeah, I had 7 tokens.
I had only 4.
Yeah.
9, for God's sake!
Yeah.
Oh, that was so shitty.
But I think they're going to bring it back before the end of the season.
I'm pretty sure season 1...
December. They're supposed to bring it back in December, I heard.
I don't think that
Well,
season
that's
1
what they're
is
doing.
limited to only that 1 week.
Yeah.
So dumb. Hey, Jeff, I have a question for you about the Samurai class.
What's up?
So, for Katana Mastery, which is the first thing for Samurais,
It's very,
cunning is now
very
applied
good.
twice when using two-handed katanas.
Yes.
Does that actually gets applied 3 times when I backstab?
No.
Okay.
It is literally just a singular, like you get an extra cunning added to your attack, regardless of what your attack is. So yes, your backstab does increase by an amount equal to cunning, but so does your basic attacks or any other abilities that you might be using, aside from attacking and backstabbing, which you only fucking use.
Are there any
It's
master
almost like I got
classes
this
that aren't
crazy-ass
magic
enchanted
based?
thing that, lets me backstab and disengage all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
Weird.
There you go.
Oh, just flip right to it.
But yeah, basically just remember to add,
The melee,
like whatever your
like
cunning is with 10 or
non-magic
15, just remember to just add that to everything that you do, basically.
And, wait, including the backstab or no?
Yeah, including the backstab.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's just you said like something like tripled or something like that, and I don't want you to think of it that way. I just want you to do what you've been doing, but then just add cunning to whatever you've been doing.
Got it.
Right.
Got it. That's fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I think your backstab is going to do something like 160 or something like that now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Christ alive, that's amazing.
But just to let you know, you've pretty much hit your cap for damage, with the exception of if you get Alpha Strike.
Which, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
There is a tank master class called Guardian.
I was looking at Chosen.
Yeah, because the rest of the samurai abilities, until you hit Alpha Strike, are basically
I
like
was looking at that,
resistances,
'cause,
like resistance
the
to like
one-handed
damage over
also
time,
Dealt to characters
accuracy,
reduces by half and
stuff like
character
that.
restores HP equal to willpower each turn. That sucks. You don't have any willpower.
Oh,
Character
right.
cannot act while meditate is active. Yeah.
Oh,
That sucks.
right.
Yeah, I
What is
realized
that
what I
Jinx
did
think
after I
about?
did it.
I'm curious.
I haven't actually looked at the master class.
What happened to Guardian?
I was gonna say it's you should go with
No, what happened to Guardian? It's not there.
master classes are separate from like it's like it should be at the end of the skills abilities.
Right. We're looking at the.
You're looking at the master classes?
Yeah. There's Samurai, Ninja, Ranger, and then on the other one there was Dragoon.
I was gonna say it should be Dragoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was renamed.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's that then.
The fuck? Oh, god damn it, I hit the wrong button.
Because essentially, Guardian was a Dragoon. It's like you get like the jump ability, and you can wield large weapons in one hand and with a shield. It's basically a Dragoon class, so I just renamed it because it just made more sense.
Hey, Jeff.
What's up?
You know how you were talking about how I only fucking backstab?
Well, you
Well, now that I
backstab
leveled
basically
and I
like,
boosted my my cunning to 10 base,
Ugh.
I can remove that amulet of cunning and equip that amulet that gets me MP equal to half my character level every time I crit.
yeah.
So now I can literally only backstab and never run out of MP.
Yeah,
What?
it's ludicrous.
The last
You're
what, 2
ridiculous.
sessions ago, I got a magical amulet that gives me MP equal to half my character level, which would be what, 6 if I'm level 11? Because it
Yeah,
rounds
round
up.
it up. Yeah.
Every time I crit, and when you backstab, which costs me 5 MP, it's a crit.
Yeah, that's
So I
auto
use a
crit.
5 MP ability to gain 6 MP.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. That's pretty good.
That's
That is
pretty
so
fucking basic.
It's decent.
I feel
No
like
KT.
She would have like just
Dragoon
gotten
is
off
so
work and she's
small,
closing,
like-
right?
Yeah. Unless there's
Yeah.
a problem with the countdown.
What'd you say?
Dragoon looks so small compared to everything else. I'm like,
Oh, in terms of like lines of text.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like,
but
there's
don't
only
don't
3.
underestimate those lines of text though.
there's only 3. Everything else has 4.
Oh, 3 abilities?
Because the starting ability of
His
each master
passive?
class has two abilities.
Except for that one, yeah.
Except Dragoon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it really. No, it has two. It has
two
the
passive.
It has the it has the buff. It's just not separated like all the other ones. It has the the buff for being Dragoon, and then it has the heavy arms passive.
Heavy arms.
Yes.
I drag my arms on the ground.
Yes.
Sorry.
Who
I mean,
is
like your character.
texting?
Bomb. I was gonna put sex bomb, and I'm like, okay, this is weird.
Bath
Trying to
bomb.
be awkward as fuck.
Sex bomb.
Sad.
So this is exciting.
Sad.
Everyone's picking their master class.
I'm not.
I've already picked several of mine.
Oh,
I mean, I will. Just at the moment. I'm patience. I mean,
I am
exercising.
patient.
To be honest,
I've
I was,
renamed myself.
I was looking at Aura of Pestilence. I'm like, oh man, that would be so good for a
Jarf.
tank to have
Oh, yeah.
because like everyone's right there, but Jinx
Yeah.
is not evil, so she
Yeah.
can't have it.
Plus, I mean, emitting an
Someone
aura
has
of
to split a
pestilence is
muffin
kind of
with
an
me.
evil thing to wish upon others.
Oh,
Well, when they're evil, you know.
but I want a bite of
Just have as much as you want. That's fine.
But I don't want to
Also, your
destroy a
character,
muffin.
your character is also, I mean, basically lawful good as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
or at least neutral good. So you can totally go with Templar, or not Templar. It's either Templar or Holy Swordsman, but you would basically be you'd be switching to two-handed swords, so no shield,
Yeah.
but you would have a whole bunch of different types of abilities if you wish.
It's so hard.
There's
Miss
Ah.
Katie!
Yay!
There's food in my mouth.
You
Luna-
receive 5,000 XP.
Yes.
Luna has joined the party.
Thanks
Being
for
late
showing
was
up.
a good idea.
Walking up the stairs. Is
I
this
am,
yours?
and yes, guys, I am.
I don't recognize it.
It's been here for a long time.
I am giving her
Oh.
the end of game bonus, but I'm not giving her any of the bonus shit that you guys got for that.
Aww.
But she gets 5,000 XP.
Wait,
Don't
do I
feel too
really?
sick. Yes, you do.
Is there a Bard masterclass?
No,
Oh.
Bard and the soon-to-be Apothecary
Cody, relax.
are intended as
Yo, dog, relax.
basically
dog.
supplemental classes.
Alright.
They're not intended to be master classes
I see.
or singular classes on their own.
Got it.
Oh, she has a coffee.
Yeah.
Aw, what's
I
that
bought
noise?
you a coffee. I made a guess.
So he put himself to
Of
bed
what
until
kind?
Katie got
It
here.
got here.
It sounded good.
Now it's worth it to be out here.
Right?
A white chocolate.
Just
I also kind of consider visionary and illusionist somewhat of the same
That's
thing.
good. It's
However,
really good.
that does have a master class, so it's.
This is very
Yeah.
But I mean-
perfect. We're good.
I don't think anyone would ever be
Hope you weren't
an
hoping to go to bed
exclusively
anytime soon.
visionary.
good. I was
illusionist.
actually gonna say I was.
They work
truly
so
gonna
well
ask
with
I
other
could have coffee.
classes.
Just a
So
pair.
this works out better.
Yeah.
So,
makes sense.
The coffee that I have right now is decaf anyway, so.
dude, the monster people came in today. It was girls this time. Usually it's boys.
Hmm.
But
The
they
way
came
that-
in and
the way
they
that
gave
Bard
us
is set up,
many not Red Bull,
I imagine
monster
that
drinks.
the master class for
Much,
Bard
yeah, like,
would be some
and
type
I
of
drank
a
one,
warrior
and I don't
or
know,
assassin
monster
master
is
class.
good,
So I'm thinking a Bard
It
would either
kind of,
be
you know, you
like
drink it a lot, and then like
they'd
it
make a
gets too
good,
sweet after a while, and you're like, I
fencer
can't drink any more of this. It's just, that's
or
kind of how I felt. I tried them, but I
ninja
just
maybe.
That makes
I like
sense.
specific kinds I like. I like the blue
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah,
but
like-
just that one.
super picky about the monsters I have.
And the
Did ya?
juiced
Need to
rock star.
confuse.
Yes.
So I got
Ooh, and the
5
watermelon.
Max Step does 169 damage now.
169. Sounds about right.
And automatically hits no matter what because of the
Yeah.
Samurai class.
Yes.
I literally don't have to do anything. I never expend MP, I always hit, and I always crit.
What's 35?
On backstabs, at least.
On backstab, which why the hell would I do anything? Oh, and I always automatically succeed on stealth.
It's 40.
Yeah, well, the whole stealth thing was
40,000.
Tommy's doing.
Yeah, well.
You definitely like it.
So we can't
I'm
have
still
stealth
going
in
to exploit the
Diablo?
fuck out of it.
No, you can have stealth in Diablo. It's just he was saying the whole stealth thing because he gave him the donkey skin.
Oh, yeah, the donkey skin.
Donkey.
Donkey!
So
I can literally infinitely backstab.
I'm just so I understand. When I pick Dragoon, I'm getting the 2 passives immediately
Yes.
and cover, or no? Or do I get all of it?
is cover on a separate. I think cover's on a separate line.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
looking.
So I only get the passive stuff first?
pretty sure you just get the
Something
passives. Yeah.
And
Let me look at it.
a
Real quick.
resort and squawk.
Yeah, you just get the passives. Cover is the next level, and then Dragonlance after that.
Yep,
Okay.
You get 2 passives.
Okay.
So you get
Plus
you get
8.
8 HP. You're immune to
I'm
being
level
confused.
And another +1
And
to defense.
You
Jesus.
get another
XP.
+1 to defense,
Chapter.
and you may equip
Florida Cameron has it.
any
I can't
What's the
any
next
pole
XP
arm
when you hit level
main
11?
hand.
46.
46,000.
No, she's not done.
Oh, sorry.
I was just being grabby.
I'm being grabby.
Mm,
I'm being grabby patty.
okay. Alright. I'm good.
You like grabby
Joking,
pad.
Yeah, actually.
Everyone is
Don't
masterclass
you-
except for Jenny.
That's rude.
How far away are you, Jenny?
She just leveled to 10 earlier and now has 5,000 more, so...
She's close.
3,000, 2,700.
So she's
It's-
not too far off.
It's
Nah,
+1 in
One more
each
big thing.
MP and HP, and then
Then
2
three-
more.
then
Or-
three
oh,
is what-
3. That's right. I always forget that. I don't know why.
+1, and then +3 more to spend however you choose.
Since we have a break, 1 second. Oh god! Oh god.
We're able to make
Oh,
it
that's
so
right.
close tonight.
Oh, who cares?
I know, right? I tried to get done early as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Bye.
Luna has joined the party.
Luna has
Hi,
joined the party
guys.
and has just been caught up on current events.
Aw, yeah.
You guys are currently... Jinxa and Phobos, as you guys are dealing with Emery's shenanigans and also Cosmo's there too, Luna runs into the room going, "I'm so sorry, I was sleeping."
I thought you were doing
Did
your
you-
hair.
I was
It's
trying to do my
that
hair.
archetype of shows up 10 minutes
My
late to
perm got
Starbucks.
ruined last fight.
Eh.
Emery
Mm.
did like the idea of joining you guys in fighting Chernobog if you were going to go do that.
What if
However,
he turns on us?
he does say, "I think I need time on my own." However,
Oh.
but D&D thing and Tommy thing and video game thing, he turns, grabs the dragon helmet out of your grip, Phobos, and he holds it and turns it and looks at it and says, he taps it a little bit and he's like, "This is still sort of connected to me. Use this to summon me when you need me."
I still had the frickin' dragon scale.
That too. So,
So when
he-
you don't pick up, I'll use this.
Yes, Mom. So
I think you should destroy the helmet and only use Topaz's scale to summon him.
the point being is that the helmet will be
What if it hurts him if we
will be
destroy it?
a summon thing
That's a good
for
point,
him.
actually.
So like you'll be like, "I summon Emery," and he'll be like, "Rah," and he'll come out.
We need you.
So does that
Will
scale
it
that
legit,
Jinxa
like,
has do
teleport
the
him?
same thing?
No, that is just to communicate with him like a conversation.
Okay, so
Cool,
when
I give the
teleports
helmet to Jinxa.
Yay.
It is
Well-
too big for you to wear.
No. She puts that in her butt.
Cool. Now you got a helmet on your butt.
On the tail.
just hanging off the tail.
Yep.
All right. Emery makes his way out relatively quickly.
Oh.
He says, "I love you,"
Yay.
and then runs out.
Aw.
So he needed time on his own. Just, God, you guys don't understand me. I have to do this.
Love you, Mom.
But if you guys are like in a major fight, like call me and I'll be there.
I guess.
Oh,
See
I
you
guess
later.
I love you, Mom.
So Topaz
Ain't Emery.
rubbed off on him.
Actually, the yellow scales on his hide, yeah, they do shine brighter. Interesting.
Huh.
Anyway, he runs back out the window that he broke in through.
He
and
runs it out.
He runs out of the window and starts flapping and flies off.
He runs out the window. All right.
Well, he runs out and then flies.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Like a drop
Run out,
fly thing.
dodge roll, then jump, and then falls out the window, goes all the way to the ground, but then flaps his wings and he flies up, and then he flies away.
And then physics takes over and he actually splats.
No, Emery!
It's okay, I have a strong hide.
A
Alright,
hung
guys.
ride.
The maid with the meal for Soren Markov comes up the stairs and goes, "Hello." Is
I
anyone-"
turn around and I point at the window where he jumped out and go, he's down there actually.
Oh.
You need to go back down the stairs.
"Oh, I must have missed him. Okay, thank you." And he goes
Okay,
back.
thank
She
you.
goes back
Actually,
downstairs.
And I,
Is that
and I
Mrs.
take like a
Potts?
piece of the food off there for myself.
She gives it to you and says, Now I'm gonna have to get a new platter. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Hi, thank you. Yep.
See you later.
You guys now have essentially quest completion on this
Wow.
whole bit. If you, I mean, Zilthan's not with you currently,
Right.
but depending on what you guys want to do, if you want to have a conversation with Soren, you may. If you want to have a conversation with Cinderella and Thomas, you may. If you want to go to Chernobog, you may. If you want to leave the Dominion of Glass and go straight for Charming, you may.
May.
What time? What time of year is it? Is it May? Oh wait.
It's gonna be May.
Actually, it's springtime, like near the end of spring.
So, it may be.
Ah.
I got 2 groans and 2 laughs. That's not bad for a shitty pun.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Could you say it again?
Maybe, maybe not.
I may kill myself if we see any more puns like this.
But I want to see if I'm gonna groan or laugh.
Soren Markov turns to you, Zoltan, and says, "Thanks.
Anytime, buddy.
I
Buddy?
feel a
Question
lot
mark?
better."
That's good.
And he's smiling broadly and says, "My teeth don't hurt. Like,
That's
have you ever?
good.
Your teeth fit perfectly in your mouth. Many humans have told me this. You're not a human, but my teeth fit. You see, they fit.
Yeah, that's
That's awesome.
sort of-
Now Soren
Great.
goes on to fulfill his lifelong passion of orthodontia.
becoming a dentist.
Dental prowess.
He says,
It's actually really funny.
Brilliant.
Just change one letter.
Hey Tommy, open the window. I'm jumping
That's
out and
the
killing
name of the
myself.
"It's
session.
right there."
Now
Okay, that was good.
Allow
that was
us
good
to
though.
just fucking kill ourselves.
Sorry,
real quick,
children,
one by
they're
one.
sleeping.
Okay.
that was good.
I'm going to be a dentist.
An actuary.
I legitimately look at him. I'm like, that's great. I'm like, trust me, I'm actually really happy for you. But are you hungry? Because you have not eaten anything in a long time.
I would love to have some meat,
Oh, great.
preferably
I'll
well
give you
done.
some meat. Oh my god. Is he hot?
Whoa there,
Pink
Tiger.
tacos.
You have to have, I think, for like older guys. Though.
Yeah, he is an attractive older man. Like he's approaching 40.
It's like
Sorry, my
George
character's
Clooney
lesbian.
syndrome.
Yep.
He's been 40 for
By the way,
30
when he
years.
says I'd
If-
love some
if
meat,
my
can I be like
character
at the
was-
window looking down at them, eating like a drumstick? Like,
Yes.
The meat kind or the
ah,
ice
you guys
cream?
okay down there?
I tell him I actually had someone prepare a meal for you, so that by the time that you were cured of vampirism, you would be able to eat. So you want to go back inside and
Have a
have
burger?
it
Yeah,
out.
let's go, man.
Yeah, let's have a burger.
This sounds bon diggity.
What?
I know this is super duper like different
Oh
for
my
a
gosh.
D&D session, but
My character-
I'm gonna do it.
My character's gonna make.
I walk
cookies.
into the castle and I go like, let's go get you some food, buddy. Come on.
My character's gonna make cookies. Hold on. Let me find
You've been
my dice.
feeding off of only blood for like a millennia or some bullshit.
You guys
so.
find a back door leading into the kitchens. Servants are instantly like, "You shouldn't be back here. What are you doing? Oh, you're a guest. Why? You still shouldn't be back here. What are you doing?" And you guys push your way through the kitchens, and you're just like, "Don't mind me. Just gonna steal this free food. Thank you so much. We're guests here. Yep, cool."
Goodbye.
And
Also, I'm just gonna throw this in there. Any guard that I pass up, I let them know the dragons are gone. By the way, and this is the Soren
I think
vampire
my
guy
dice,
that you
but I can't-
guys
Oh, is that it?
know of, but is no longer a vampire. Just so that everyone knows.
there is I imagine the rest of the party makes their way back downstairs because
I'm
there's
still eating that like whole chicken that I stole, by the way.
great. Soren makes his way into the dining room and starts diving into like a 9-course meal. You sit next to him drinking wine probably and go like, yes, I caused this. And the rest of the party eventually finds you. You guys tell Cinderella and Thomas about your progress, about your successes, and about the victories. They are also telling you, even though you already know this, that the dragons are leaving. Yay.
No way.
There is a very nice fairy tale status conclusion happening where everything seems to be at peace in this whole situation and the kingdom.
And then Madame Marco comes back.
I-
or something.
I have
I thought about it, but
I have one more bit. Jinxa kind of somewhat solemnly hops up to Soren and she has another vial And she sets it on the table in front of him. Like, I have one more test for you. To really, truly show us that you're not a vampire anymore. She sets it down, and it's the vial of blood that she's had this whole time in the inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Sets it down, and, like, basically offers that to him. And just watches. See what happens.
Lol, as a joke, Phobos drinks it.
No!
Oh my gosh.
His mouth filled with fried potatoes. He takes the bottle and goes, blood?
Yes, it's blood.
Hey!
He uncorks it.
You can take more than a second if you like.
You enjoy that food. You savor it.
You earned that, buddy, by not murdering people for like a week.
Alright, I'm good. He gingerly smells it, and quite instantly he goes, oh god, it's like rust. No thanks. And he sets it down.
Good.
I bring back
She
a
takes
plate
it back.
of cookies that I made, especially for everybody. With a 15.
The actual baker brings out a platter of cookies and goes, bitch. And sets it back.
I grab them and I dump the cookies in the trash while staring at the baker evil. Just an evil glare.
The baker's like, I have another platter coming out, so I mean, wow.
Meanwhile,
I wanted to
Phobos
make
looking
special
wounded,
cookies
going
for
like,
the
"But
group."
those cookies! You threw away cookies!"
Through the other door,
They're pretty good
another
cookies.
platter of cookies that actually look better come in, and you're just like, yes!
Those are the ones I made.
Baker's all like, bitch, trying to take credit for my work.
There is a banquet that occurs, and
No.
people are suspicious of Soren, but they're also welcoming of Soren. They offer him a homestead, they offer him company, they offer him friendships, they offer him alliances. But honestly, he doesn't really accept a whole lot. He mostly accepts the quiet, keeps to himself, socializes a bit, continues to eat, drinks some bit, and as the day progresses, as the day becomes night, you see him pulling away from the crowd, and he is looking forlorn out the window. He's pacing. He's becoming more antisocial,
Restless.
and
Jay Gatsby.
any one of you can approach him and ask him why. I don't really care who does it. If any of you do it, his response will be, I don't think I should be here anymore. My whole point was to get rid of my affliction and to leave this land. And I think I'm going to do that in the morning. Regardless of
Phobos
how,
doesn't give a fuck. He's off to the side getting drunk.
regardless of how kind these people have been. So
Yay, you're not a blood-sucking monster anymore.
he does approach Zilthan and say, there is something that you have earned.
My friendship.
And he hands you the blue thaumaturgica.
Wow.
Thank you.
He says, no. You're
Thank
welcome.
Oh, for God's sake.
He says, I'm kidding.
You saw me mouthing no thank you, didn't you?
I'm trying this whole humor thing. It's not going so well. But thank you. After 2,000 years of this vampire affliction, I'm free.
To be honest, if there's anything that I understand about you, it's the fact that you struggle with comedy like I did before I sucked up the agent of the world inside of my Keyblade and suddenly became fully aware of the emotional spectrum.
What was that?
That was a joke, right?
It's something... You know what? Just give me the amulet of Black Wind and we'll call it even.
Oh, this is an heirloom.
But don't you hate your father?
Yeah, but I like this.
He's
Yeah.
made it
Sorry.
his own over time.
I'll trade you a thaumaturgica for it.
This is a cool necklace.
No, I don't need that anymore.
I go, he's kidding.
He's kidding.
What can I say?
In the morning, Soren Markov is nowhere. He is gone.
He's gone.
I never
I'm
said I
all
slept. I was
hungover and I
watching
see
him
him
the
walk
whole
away and I'm
night.
like, yeah, welcome.
This was a bit of a movie cut scene that none of you could control.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Just control my character like that. Oh my god.
Like I did for like the first 2 sessions of FFT.
Katie's just fucking fat. Valley Girl, by the way?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I have
oh my
absorbed
god,
it.
why would you think that?
Oh my
Soup
god.
tries.
I pour my gold potion
Flashback
on the
to high school
thaumaturge
so hard I got
to gold.
PTSD.
Lol. I make it useless. Lol.
Oh my god.
What does the party do? Free reign, guys.
Any ideas?
Well, now we go find Charming, right?
I have like this really strange bond of friendship with this guy now, and I'm just like, bye. I'm not crying.
Okay, bye.
I'm not crying, you're crying. These fucking
It's
onions
raining
are
from my
crying.
eyes. So I'm gonna be that guy, Tommy.
Yes?
I want to go potion shopping.
I was expecting you guys to shop at least one more time before the end game.
I just
so-
want to get
Did
some
we get
shit
any
before the
gold
next big
from this
fight.
last thing?
No, you did not. However, Cinderella and Thomas will.
They get gold.
They will say,
Make it gold.
they say,
Hand of Midas.
you are rewarded. What price is worthy of your time?
All of the gold.
30 seconds of making out with Prince Thomas.
Can you give me like 10 MP potions?
It's because his
Or
name is
Eugene
Thomas, supposed to
Fitzherbert.
my name, right?
The sexy name.
Wow.
Well, to be honest, you're looking at a small labor force of 5 people doing scientific research in the highest academy for 5 days. So the hourly rate would be, assuming we slept at least 8 hours a day, would be 16 hours per hour per person.
Max MP.
Times 5 days,
Yeah.
which would equal out to about 90 hours per person, leading to a total payable time frame of 450 hours. Now, if we assume
Overtime as well. Overtime.
I just want MP potions, yeah?
that means that last 8 hours would be time and a half at the minute. No, I'm just kidding.
So it would be
That's
minimum
what I
wage at least. So that's what, 15?
So 450
They give you a
plus
small
Minimum
4.
wage, my ass.
They give you a small fortune of 10,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Each?
2,000 piece.
No, not each.
Oh.
2,000
per?
2,000 per,
Dude, I was just gonna make an argument for 900. Holy shit.
That's amazing. Let's go shopping. Let's
Actually,
go.
yes, let's.
I am willing to go shopping right now.
Excellent. Chernobog destroys the town. Moving on.
Cool.
Yay.
Charming is...
That means everything's discounted now, right?
Well, that
We're
was
just shopping like,
strangely.
well, fuck.
The shopkeeper's like, you should run. No, I want my man.
I love you guys.
You need to look at the back right now.
First come, first serve, guys. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay. Luna, what do you want?
MP potions.
Excellent. How many?
Nobody saw that coming.
How much do they cost?
Oh my god.
I'm so unprepared.
greater, oh god.
Who's got that
Greater
bartering
MP
thing?
potions cost 750 each.
That'd be me.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so then is it just do we have any standard?
Standards cost. Comparison.
760, oddly enough.
Doesn't tell me very much. Oh, standards only cost 4.
400?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I would like 3
Whoa.
standard MPs. And I would like
3d6 plus 8.
how much is a greater HP potion?
750.
Okay. So I have 3,143. So I pretty much
Hold on.
want to spend all my money basically.
Why not?
Right?
It's like before the Elite Four.
Damn it.
3,000. Oh my god. 3,000. How much?
Like that.
3,143.
The entire store.
Minus 1,200. So you could still afford 2 greater.
I always
Okay,
wish that
so I'll
they had a
get 2
bank
greater then.
in Pokemon.
Tell me, I'm sorry, how much was the standard?
You still have 443 gold pieces left.
430.
Greater is 750 of both classes. 400
Got that,
for
and then standard was-
400.
So then make that one more standard MP.
Okay. Then you got
Excuse me
43
while I
gold
do some
pieces.
calculations of my own so I can tell you exactly what I want.
Okay. Your courage potion is gone.
Yeah, no, I remember I used it against Pinocchio. That's part of the reason why I want to get shit, so that I can...
I want 2 greater MPs and 1 greater HP.
Go for it. 46 plus 12 on each.
Thanks.
So 18. Do you want any potions?
Damn.
46 plus 12.
46 plus 12.
I'll take a
Question,
couple.
guys? Sorry.
Go for it.
I was gonna ask if anybody has 67 gold they'd like to loan me so that I can get a full. I'm so close to getting a third potion.
You can have my 43. That's all I have. Though.
I'm doing math. You'll have to wait at least 10 minutes.
I give you my 43.
Thank you. Does anybody have?
That's my donation.
Hold on.
Shit. Alright, 24.
Hold on. Yes.
I give you 24.
Hey!
Thank
Give him
you.
20. Give him 23. Make him beg for the last one.
Fuck you.
Watch him squirm a little.
You see Phobos just appear on the street looking like a poor old lady. Poor coin. Poor.
I really pull out a guitar and I'm like playing off the side trying to get donations.
Playing Secret
Tom,
Agent
just so
Man.
you know. I'm getting.
Okay.
I was going to get a couple of HP potions.
3 standards and 2 greater for me.
Okay.
And that will wipe me out entirely for gold.
Why you guys even bother with standards? Fuck that shit. Just get all greater.
It's
Go on,
endgame,
sweetie.
fool.
HP potions, are they the same as the MP on cost?
400 standard, 750 for greater.
I'm gonna try to negotiate for better.
Is your plate mail of Epit like pretty much the best thing you could be wearing?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say like we haven't like equipment shopped in a while. I just want to make sure everyone
Sure.
has like max stuffs.
I give you guys a crap ton of different weapons, but armor is kind of scarce.
Yeah.
You could have stolen Soren Markov's plate mail.
No, we can have that. Also,
Oh, he
you
has
need to
10%
buy a
spell
helm,
here.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Because lightsaber bitch kind of broke yours.
I have my wolf mask still, but that's pretty
No.
much it. Yeah. I'll look for a helm. Because
Helm. They have all sorts.
Or maybe pray to Epit, maybe he'll hook you up with a set.
Oh, he specifically said he wasn't going to listen to any prayers.
Oh, that's right.
Full helms cost 500.
Okay.
That's a deal.
They are 8 HP. They require 9 strength. -2 dex movement checks, so they're not accuracy minuses, they're just movements. And then plus 5% spell failure. So, full helm adds 8 HP.
Okay.
No, Jeff, full plate mail, that class, full plate.
Yeah.
Does that include a helm?
No.
Okay. Because I hear full plate, I'm just like, full plate.
No, it's...
Yeah.
The neck down.
Like how Venus was in my Zelda campaign.
crazy
No,
as the
yeah,
buffet table again.
I'm going to haggle to see if I can get like an HP potion thrown in on
wait.
there.
Get it?
Or I'm haggling for any kind of deal that they.
Okay. Odds versus evens again for the 50-50 shot.
I'm gonna say evens. 3. And so
So, you can still haggle, but just your bonus just is not going to happen. But,
yeah, I'll take the helm.
okay, don't haggle.
Fine.
Woo!
16.
All right, brings it down to 400.
All right,
Okay.
take it.
Let's save money, whatever.
Who needs money?
So
Trevor, 3d6 plus 8, 4d6 plus 12.
Got it.
So plus 8 HP.
Plus 8 HP.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, except for the -2 dex checks. That's all you have to count.
Okay.
Zilton.
What's up, buddy? I would like to actually shop for a ring, because once I get rid of the Ring of the Dark One, I will need an extra ring.
What kind of ring are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that boosts Constitution, Magic, Willpower, or has any special abilities or resistances.
I really should have done that too, because I don't have any rings. Oh well.
Well, you will have one.
Oh, are you only allowed to wear one?
Yes.
No,
I'm kidding.
I was like, what? So, 2 rings, 1 amulet, and I'm going to give you the Ring of the Dark One once we're done, so that's what I was alluding to.
You
Yeah, I
find
remember that part.
a willpower ring, a magic ring, and a resistance to nature ring. The magic ring increases magic by 2 points. It is 900 gold pieces.
That is very good.
The willpower increases willpower by 2. It is 900.
Is
And
also
the
good.
nature resistance costs 700, and it is hold on. Nah. Oh. It is 20% to all natures: earth, wind, water.
Ooh.
2 greater, 1 standard HP potion.
Great.
I'm gonna haggle for it. 5. Okay.
No MP potions.
No, because I still have 2 standards and 1 greater.
Okay.
2 greater.
Poison.
And
How do you have 100% poison and bleed?
1
How do you have
standard.
100% poison and bleed over there?
So
I'm
Because
the
of
blood mage.
the blood mage bonuses.
Jeez.
HP. Okay.
So, I'm going to get the Ring of Resistances.
Okay.
I'm going to call it Ring of Nature Resistance.
Sounds fair.
Resistance ring. Has a nice ring to it.
You're
Ring
just so
of
resistant.
the resistant.
Give it a resistance.
Resistance is.
Has a nice ring to it.
Oh, I get it. It took me a second. I didn't get it right away.
It's okay.
That's when you know a joke is good, when you don't get it right away.
Where you stop and you can hear your audience like
Yep.
hear ears in their head clicking, and they're like,
Oh.
Where would the party like to go after the shopping? Do you think that you're going to aim for Chernobog bonus boss thing? Do you think that you're going
I
to
kind of want to do that.
or you can go to Charming, or you can go to the other secret bosses that I mentioned before. Or
Chernobog's not a
just,
secret boss?
You guys could just quit the game now. Chernobog is one of the bonus bosses.
I'm
But he's just kind of being implemented into a story reason.
gonna go to bed.
Right.
So,
I would like to
I don't know if I want to go against
go to
Chernobog.
Chernobog,
why?
personally. However, I also would like to say that I am curious to know if they have any amulets.
What kind of amulets? Same
I'm
things?
looking for the same things.
Amulets are going to be stronger, therefore more expensive.
That's fine.
Magic, to increase magic by 3 will be 1,400. Willpower plus 3 will be 1,500.
I'm buying that. Just letting you know. 1,500?
Yes.
That leaves me with 414 gold. And
So you can still get a standard.
I know, right? Let's see here.
The bee clade.
Where did you find it?
Her brother gave it to her.
They gave it to me forever ago.
And the kitty liked me, so she gave it to me.
Yeah, I liked you, so I was like, well, you like Kingdom Hearts, so you can have the keyblade.
It's funny, ever since I
Where did he get
joined
it
the
from?
workforce at
I
GameStop,
went to convention.
I have been gifted like 3 weapons. One from you, one from Jeff, and then one from, I think, Jim.
What was it that Jim gave you?
Actually, I gave you the Skyward Sword and the lightsaber.
No.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's what it is. So Jeff gave me 2. I love those lightsabers.
I know.
So
that
now I
lightsaber's
need to give
so
you a
cool.
Kingdom Hearts weapon to complete the triage of all of your favorite things.
You're right.
Well, Etsy does have a lot of Keyblade.
I
things.
gave him a
And they're
Nerf
really
gun.
high quality.
That's a weapon.
Can you give me my lightsaber?
Can you give him his lightsaber, please?
Come on, Jeffrey.
Come on, Jeffrey. Hero worship is a thing. Come on,
So that shade of cobalt you have there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So I just want to just recap here because I'm like really happy right now. I'm going to purchase a standard MP potion. Just to let you all know.
Okay.
What?
Standard MP potion.
What?
So that leaves me with 14 gold. And I have 2 more net willpower than I had before, and 20% resistance to all nature.
Nice.
So yeah, that makes me really happy, and I'm a blood mage.
Christ.
So depending on which way you guys want to end, or which way you guys want to go for your next escapade, I can end session in that direction.
Yeah. My vote is Chertbog, because to fulfill the
Yeah, we
deal
should
that I
do
made.
that, and then we should do Charming after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well.
Like,
Yeah.
Chernbog's the penultimate bad guy.
Penultimate means like second, doesn't it?
Second to last.
To last.
Yeah.
So, I
It's
mean,
one step below ultimate.
Unless
The
there's
ultimate,
more.
the ultimate villain will obviously be Shambles.
Duh. Or me,
No. No.
It'd be kind of weird if you turn on the party
after
after
all this
becoming
good
enlightened.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enlightened. Why have I been bothering being good this whole time? Enlightenment has shown me the way of the dark side. So it should be called
That's
Endarken.
really fucking creepy, Tommy.
It took me forever to figure out what this is from, but this is Pac-Man, isn't it? It's
Yes.
from Pac-Man. Which one is he?
It is.
It's inky.
Inky.
Well, if you guys want
So
to
Link,
go ahead and end here, I think we're
No.
all in agreement for
No.
Chernabog. No?
No, I want to end it on a certain note. Don't do that, Joe.
I'm so sorry. Please end it.
Like this.
There's an artistic joke for
Oh no, Trevor, no!
Come back.
If Trevor actually hung up the call, we'd be like, well, okay, bye.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Let go
I
of
can,
my chair.
I can read that color, I
Black,
swear.
black to the fuchsia.
Oh my god.
The party finds them.
That's really good. Wow.
The party
I
finds
appreciate
themselves in
In
a
a
market.
We're literally in a fucking market. How long have you
I've
been waiting
never
to use
seen
that
my
one,
future
Tommy?
was
You all
spelled
agree
before, I just
quietly,
realized.
talking between each other like this, about where to go next. You guys make your way out of the kingdom, sort of, out of the kingdom proper, like out of the city portion, into the fields, back toward the back towards the entrance of the cave that you guys had before. Back towards the entrance of the caves that you had before when you left Emery behind 6 days ago. Yes, 6 days ago.
Yeah, that makes sense.
God, Trevor.
Let's be keeping track of time, you guys. You know how, seriously, on a serious note, you know how fucking hard that is for a DM? I was like, it's actually difficult sometimes, where you're like, wait, what the fuck? Where are we
How
now
many
in this
days?
timeline? You guys have like rested like 4 times and shopped for half a fucking day. I don't even know anymore.
It's a new day. Can I use my seeing through
Can
solitaire for 5
can
minutes?
you ability?
What the hell was that?
As the party makes their way into the hills and start hitting the tree line, you do find the entrance to the cave again after doing magic checks and sensing the draconic energy coming from the hidden cave entrance. You re-enter the caves, and you start to see fetchlings off in the distance dealing with some sort of dragon shit, literally, in the caves. And you're like, oh wow, the followers of the dragons are still here. That's kind of sad.
I don't pretend to be a fetchling this time.
That's good. You're a blood mage. You could kill them. Yeah. And you guys know, based off the information that you were given back at the college and from Pinocchio, that the portal that Chernabog is standing in that leads to the underworld is that way. So you start marching. Mage lights become ignited. There is fire spells, maybe. There is a, what shall you say, a katana of Epit that is lit and goes. That is a
Told me that didn't
lightsaber.
put out like you bastard.
There is a lightsaber.
To Chernabog we go.
The cave is lit with your guys' magic and technology and...
Thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome.
The cave is lit with your magic and energy and technology and
My
awesome.
mage light is really annoying, of course.
Your mage light talks a lot too. As you guys make your way into the caves, into the tunnels.
Shots fired.
It's time to be awesome. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no, no.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
I know the world can't get you down.
Okay, I'm not doing this. As
I was
you
like,
guys
is Chernobog singing right
make your
now?
way into the dark tunnels
He
that
sounds
become
like a pony.
even more.
It's gonna take as long as a goddamn session to end the session.
Make your way into the claustrophobic dark tunnels leading to Chernobog. You start to get a little bit freaked out because the smell of death is not your only companion in here. Darkness
Sorry.
is not the only companion in here. You are starting to literally feel like your essence is being ripped between two dimensions.
No!
Because you are getting closer to the literal land of the dead. You are descending deeper and deeper and deeper into this hole in the ground that it literally feels like it is going vertically down at some points, but you find your way into it. It feels, quite honestly, like you guys are getting into the center of the earth. As close to the underworld as you could. The lights that you guys are using to light your way start to become a bit bluish as the hue changes. And the energy changes in here. Like the ghost lights are almost like wear
Up in
lights.
here,
Like
up in here.
Would you say that the color would be like an indigo?
yes.
What?
You guys continue on for hours, making your way in. Not once do you see an enemy. Not once do you see any sort of threat. Until you come into an opening. A massive cavern. And there is shifting in the darkness.
No, I don't like it.
There is a bluish, flamey looking light off quite a ways. But your comparison of distance is off, considering how dark it is in here. So it could be quite close, it could be a mile off. You're not quite sure. But in the shifting, in the darkness, there is something alive in here. And you realize, as your eyes start to acclimate, that the thing that you're looking at is actually a belly.
No.
And as you look up, you see that Chernobog is about 5 stories tall.
Oh shit, that's tall.
He is not looking at you. He is turned to the side, almost profile, and he is like picking at a rock out of boredom. You know this is your enemy. You also know back the way it came is the only exit.
He's picking at a rock.
Player phase. And
I
that's where
fairly quietly whisper to the person next to me, "My horns are better."
Yeah, they're bigger too. Oh, wait.
We better start the next session with the entire piece, piano only, of Night on Ball.
Yes, piano only.
yeah.
And everyone will shut up. Me especially.
End of session.
Yeah. Don't kid me. It was like, fast forward that shit.
Alright, everyone, say bye for like 10 or 20 seconds.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
Subliminal messages, subscribe, or I'll kill you. I mean, subscribe. Have a good night, or day, or whatever time it is, you guys.
Send us money.
That was